You are going to be working on your preschool story. Now, this is a preschool story that you are going to read to a preschool, like a preschool or a little kid. It's not a story that you are going to write about your preschool. Okay? You're going to something that you would read to a little kid. The first step, as always, is to open a new document in Microsoft Word, save it as preschool story in your Word folder, just like we have set up. And then you're going to go ahead and insert a page border, so we'll get a blank document up here. Now to do your page border, again, you're going to go to the Design tab, and Page Borders, and then just pick whichever one you want. So if we want muffins, we'll do muffins. Click OK. The next thing is to insert page numbers. So it's been a little bit since we've done this, so you're going to go to the Insert tab, and click Page Number over here. Now, before I specified where you are supposed to have the page number, here it doesn't matter as long as we can see it. So you can see on the top of the page, it's kind of hard to see it. So at the bottom of the page, it's a little easier. So we're just going to insert it at the bottom. And if you scroll down, they have even more options. So maybe we'll go with something like this. So now you'll see that there's page 1 right down here in the corner. And then just double click in the header right here. The next step you will see here says insert a title of the story in Word Art, and then make sure it has a texture as shape fill. So you're going to go back to here and you're going to go insert Word Art. Remember, it's a little blue slanted A, and you can just pick one. So we'll just go with the ginger. Bread. Okay. Again, you can move it. So move it to the center. To do the texture fill, you're going to highlight it. And right here you have text fill. You cannot do the texture fill, so all you have to do is change it up the way you want it. So don't worry about that texture fill. So again, if you want it to glow, you can make it glow. And just make it look pretty, like a word art like we've done before. If you want it to transform, do a little transformation, just like that. Now you'll notice it's not letting me type down here. So you're going to press enter and then click on this and drag it back up to be able to get it up there. Then you can click down here and you can start typing. I'm going to go ahead and make my font a little bit smaller. We'll go with 24. So now you're going to start typing it. Your story needs to be at least 10 sentences long, but it can be more. So you could type once upon a time there was a gingerbread man who lived in a forest. Birds would come visit him all the time. Notice I'm typing about something that I can see. Okay, so you're going to have 10 sentences. That's just 2 to give you an idea. The next thing is the tough part. You're going to include 5 canvases. So I'm just going to press enter to give me on a blank line. And to get canvases, you're going to go insert, shapes, new drawing canvas at the bottom. So it's going to pop up like this. Now notice I can't move it. So what do I need to change? I need to change the text wrap. So I'm just going to change it to this. And now I'm able to move it. Okay, yes, the canvas looks blank right now, and that's okay. So notice I can move it. I'm going to make sure I'm clicked on it so these dots appear. And then I'm going to go insert online pictures. And I'm going to find my background picture. So we know he's a house in a, or let's just find a forest. Forest. Okay. Now you can pick, you don't have to do the cartoony ones, or you can do the cartoony ones, that's up to you. We will just go with this one. And then click insert. So now I'm going to drag it close to the edge of the canvas. And then I'm going to go get my house. So, why don't we search? Notice I'm going to change it's transparent. That way make sure it has a transparent background so it looks like it goes picture. Oh, that one didn't work, so it's going to crash. when your crashes, you just sit and wait for it, and eventually, hopefully, it pops back up. So you'll click OK. Okay. Now, this is still here, so we're going to go online pictures, and we're going to search for gingerbread house again. Now, since it's something going on our background, again, we're going to change it to transparent, and we're going to pick a different one. So really the only other one we have is this one. Maybe we'll try this again and see if it does it. Oh, did it. Did it the second time. Okay. So we're just going to put that there. Now we're going to go find our gingerbread man and some of our birds. Now again, I need to change type to transparent, so that makes sure the background's transparent. Notice it gave me a whole bunch of different ones. We're going to go ahead and we'll just go with this one. Now we'll go with this one. So insert. There's our gingerbread man, and he's just going to sit here. And now we'll go find some birds. And again, I'm going to change type to transparent, and then we'll see what birds, or maybe we'll just do these two birds. We get some birds, and then they will just go sit in the tree right over here. Okay, so you can see I haven't just put random pictures here, I've illustrated a story with them. Okay, now, you have to have 5 of these canvases, so you might want to write your whole story and then put your canvases in, or you might want to just put your canvases in, or put your canvases in as you do the story, whichever is fine. If you need to move the canvas once you've written, you're going to click and drag, and you'll notice it changes. Depending on your text wrap, because you notice how that covers up the text. If we change your text wrap to say something like this, you'll notice you kind of have to drag it and mess with it to get them to go where you want it to go. Okay, make sure your whole canvas is the size that it needs to be before you start inserting pictures, otherwise you're going to have a hard time adjusting them. Okay, so I would just go down here and continue writing my story as I want. If you look on your assignment sheet again, you'll notice that another thing that you need to do is all canvases placed next to the scenes, so that's very important. You have a point for that, and then use italics to emphasize the main character's name throughout the story. So, I need to italicize the gingerbread man by using my shortcut key, which is Control-I. Now, if the birds turn out to be an important character, I would italicize those as well. Okay, so if you just want to italicize every character throughout the story, you sure can do that. And again, on your assignment sheet, no spelling or grammatical errors, so grammar does matter in here. Okay. If you have any questions, go ahead and rewatch the video, ask your partners and different things like that. You may also email me. My email is, I will type it right here for you. If I'm available, I will answer. If I am not available, then you're just going to have to try and figure it out, okay?